Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Here we go. 180!
Mike's 56. I got you. I got
you. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
13!
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Here we go,
so
here
now
we go.
An early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Off. Right there. 54.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now again, right side. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Move 15.
Mike 20.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
14.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey,
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful.
Here we go,
Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here at 2nd and 14. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet.
Here we go,
but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Bang out. Bam.
Hot.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Hey, 280.
54. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shut down corners. Guys, you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 180.
56.
Yeah.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mike 54.
Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch run.
Here's Wilson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, alert.
To throw again. Wilson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Check. There we go, Mike 20.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get it back on track.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is. Because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Defense wins championship.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
You got it.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lady.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, alert.
Peek
This time Wilson will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Hey, 0. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 4.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go 14.
54's Mike. Check.
To throw again is Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, Wilson. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
One left.
Hey, alert 3.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Delano Hill. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes Pettis on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Oh, yeah!
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch up, switch up! Mike spot 4.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's got it. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Stop your whining.
Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Didn't get the push they needed. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Check
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, boy.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
You better be ready.
Now Wilson. Going to throw again. He'll find Metcalf.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Yeah. You don't want nothing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Alert, 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 alert.
To throw is Wilson on third down. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's a fumble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Played that long from that position. You just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Blue 15.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Bang out, bang, bang.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Get him, get him, get him.
Left pass, left pass.
Throwing again. Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Listen.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Got it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
It's your time, baby. We deal.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
We got this.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wilson now throwing again. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 47.
I'm coming after you.
Wilson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Friday.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Brings up third
Mike,
down.
3-15.
Bound to lose one. Strong right.
14.
Strong right. 3 down. Zone. Check. 3 down.
Hey, Mike.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
How much fun is that when you set things up?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
21.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
3rd down.
Here we go.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll have to throw instead. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, that QB's trash.
Friday.
99. 80 weapon. 99.
Check nickel.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
Watch the flag.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Check.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key shot.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
56.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian, a long jumper. Yes. But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Clock.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Shift. Greystone travel.
Watch the twist.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This to Jarwin. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A 35-yard attempt.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
See what happens.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Squeeze, double.
First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And his first throw here is incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Metcalf once again the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys just barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
65.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30, past the 20, 10, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
6 guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd down and goal. Dalton flushed out right. That's caught at the 2. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here you go, Ken.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Dalton's going to sneak it, try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
11,
last
11.
drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well, wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away.
Here we go.
I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to hold it in is Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike,
Wait.
Mike 5-4.
Y'all not ready.
$368.
54.
Passing. It's Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
To throw again. Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Andy Dalton now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
Here we go.
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. They got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Block.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here you go, 368. Easy.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. For this home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
We
baby.
got a plane to catch.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 at the 46-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the 49ers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is who's ready to work.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. All right, let's go, Lou, lady. Fight side. One, right. Fight side. Yellow. 180. Fight side. One, right. 180. Fight side. Yellow. Let's go, 180. Fight side. Yellow. Let's go, 180. Fight side. Yellow. Fight side. Yellow, yellow. Let's go, 180. Side. Yellow. Fight side. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Fight side. One, right. Fight side. Yellow. Fight side. One, right. Let's go, 180. Fight side. Yellow. Let's go, blue, 80. Fight side. Yellow. Let's go, blue, 80. Fight side. Yellow. 180. side. Yellow. That's a lot, 80. Right side. Fight down these two. Fight down these two. Go on, 80. Right side. One, right. There's a blue 80. Right side. Yellow. There's a one, right. Right side.